All right. Okay, hello everyone. It's Tuesday stream, and the battle between El Paso Elsewhere and Alan Wake 2 ultimately was won by El Paso because I kind of hope I can finish this game today. And also I'm watching and refreshing my memory of first Alan Wake, so I can appreciate the second one a bit better. Yeah, so I'm in the process of that. And today we have El Paso Elsewhere. Also, happy Halloween. I think it's coincidentally a nice game for this event too. Yeah, let's hop in. Yes.
I'm not usually taken by surprise, but I don't know what you are. My mind has a tendency to grab onto things, turn them over and over again until they make sense. Sometimes it isn't good for me. But that's old news. I think about the veil. I think about the dress. Simple, formal, torn. I think about the blood. I think about the ball of energy called from elsewhere. And how exhausted she looks after it's been fired. Before she does it again. The story starts to assemble itself in my mind. About a damned bride whose suitor drags her to hell. And she can't stop loving him anyway. Is that your story? Do I see you? Or am I just projecting a little bit?
Yeah, we've seen this cutscene last time, right? But I don't mind watching them. You think after all this time I would have learned? I didn't. Yeah, that we watched the cutscene and I loved it a lot, and I love it still. The way they characterize, like, add additional characterization to the enemies, right? That otherwise seemed to be the one that we fought, right, in the last level. It was basically it looked like some generic ghost, right? It was kind of hard actually to see the details of the model, right? Texturing and stuff. It was hard to appreciate their art design basically because of the camera perspective, the way gameplay is set up, right? And the way that actually, well, now I like this anime a lot, even more than before, because of the cutscene. Also, great way to like actually let the player to see the details, right, of the character model, showcase the artist's work. Lots of good stuff on that one. But anyway, here's another level. Sensorium. We are still in the cemetery. I need to remember all the controls. How do I? Okay, the shift is dive. Yeah, right. Mouse button does dive and slow mo at the same time. And C is roll. And Q is melee attack. Okay, I think I remember everything important now.
Is that a chandelier?
Is it? Also, I really love how this level is super foggy. Feels like in comparison. I'm not gonna use any slow on these guys. Maybe I'll use on the doggo. Okay. Oh man, I missed this beautiful color lighting that this game features. The contrast, it's just It's just wild stuff. So happy to see it. I missed you. Huh. I'm curious. I kind of thought that this place is important, right? The way they frame it, especially our protagonist even talks about it, the chandelier. But our actual goal is on the other side of the level. Maybe we'll come back later. So no music this time. It's like super silent. Oh, I guess I need to go this way first.
It doesn't melt above me, but it doesn't seem to be plant-based either. Elevator's closed off for now.
Oh! No, no, I did not want to. Okay. Alright, and I see there are a bunch of paths open now, right? Okay, that was kind of like a cool reveal. Appreciate the mesh work on this one. It kind of weird how I would expect all these guys kind of aggroing me, but only one Dodo did. The rest they just sort of spawned in their idle state. Oh, there's a Dodo. Oh, poor Dogo cannot reach me through this fence. I guess I can shoot them too. Actually, there's two of them, I think. That's fine. Okay, I think actually... Wait, what pass opened for me? This one, right? Yeah. You can even see there is an enemy. Which is probably, considering it's just like in one idle, basic zombie or vampire. They're all vampires, right? But they probably use it for just guiding purposes, to just attract players' attention.
Oh yeah.
Good old way of using enemies as a guiding tool. I saw like, oh, I forgot that actually outside of slow-mo, the headshots don't necessarily kill you.
On one hand, it smells like sweat and stale paint. On the other hand, these aren't just too hit up.
These archers are very welcome. I'm not sure I like these archers a lot, not sure I fell in love with them, but you know what? And also I'm kinda happy that the protagonist actually said and mentioned these archers, because I didn't even notice them at first, right? Because how they're basically located on the level of the ceiling. That's not where you look, right? This is not the main sort of area of focus. You really just kind of look in the area of floor, basically. So I didn't even notice the first row of archers. So thank you, protagonist. Kill the dog first. Do not use slow-mo during reloading. I think these benches are probably serve the same purpose that sounded. Oh no, okay, I'm completely wrong about that. I thought it was like another piece of geometry that sort of incentivizes a player to use dive, right? To jump quickly through geometry and break distance with an enemy. But nope. That was a bit of a red herring. Okay, follow the light beams. Follow this way. In these quarters, I think I'll use shotgun. Oh, radio.
So, for probes 11 through 14, what's going through your head?
I'll be honest, sir. At that point, I'm thinking my ass must be delicious.
Right.
I'm thinking my ass is a treasure trove of scientific data and research, because otherwise, there ain't no reason for him to keep coming back.
You'd assume so.
As you know, I tried making my ass dirty. Tried making my ass clean.
Right.
It didn't make a difference. They went right back in there.
Fascinating. We'll finish going through the other 24 experiences in your 38 probe journey in just a moment, but first, this is QRTXY Radio, home of the classics.
It's not your dad's oldies radio. It's your mom's.
Lovely stuff, as usual. Oh, that's a ghost, and that's a dodo. Hello, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Finally.
So apparently this game actually has achievements if you kill like 5 innocents, I believe. Which makes me think that they definitely put a lot of innocents in spots that can confuse players, basically. And like kill them by the accident. Oh, I'm back to the hub basically. All right. Yeah, that was nice. Not sure if this door was locked before, that it served as a shortcut. So that was kind of like a loop basically. Because I could go this way first, right? I don't know. Hello, zombie. Good evening and happy Halloween. I love these just beautifully red rooms with chairs inside of them. Also, music is nice too.
Needed this.
But it kind of hurts to stay in them, to stay in these rooms. When you get inside, it's kind of like, yeah, it kind of hurts my ass actually. So let's not linger. I don't remember where I came from. I think I came from this. Yeah, I'm supposed to go this way. I kind of wish that maybe they would differentiate between these two corridors a little bit more visually. Oh, we're just back. Okay, alright. Which means some other Paso. Oh. Yeah, they even closed the fence and turned off the lampposts. Okay, I guess. Yeah, we can go this way now. Alright. Oh! Oh, okay, this is good stuff. Oh! Oh, that doggo got obliterated. Oof. Oh my god, oh my god, oh. Oof, alright, yeah, this is kinda rough. Are we done? I think we are. Okay, that was a good ambush encounter. I enjoyed that one. I talked last time, right, how I feel like a lot of these encounters, they're a bit sort of, they can be easily trivialized if you just, you know, use slow motion, right? Like quickly and like for short amount of time, right? It's just kind of like turning on slow motion, make a headshot, turn on the slow motion, and make it and repeat it about X amount of times before, like, until all the enemies are dead, right? And that can happen, and that kind of works because a lot of these encounters you can engage on your own sort of terms, right? And there are, I kind of lamented a little bit that there are not that many ambushes in this game, I feel like, but that was a good ambush. That was, yeah, I was kind of messing it up because, yeah, I got relaxed a little bit and paid. Almost died actually. Yeah, my health was pretty low at certain point. So that was nice. That was pretty good. A bit messy, and maybe okay. One thing that I'm maybe not a big fan of how I didn't really utilize this arena, right? Is it the pumpkin emote zombie? It kind of looks like a pumpkin. Yeah, it is a pumpkin, right? It's like a birdie inside of a pumpkin. That's a very nice one. Very on topic of the day. Yeah, so the way this arena started by a bunch of enemies like spawning almost like in front of me, right? I stepped here, which resulted in me basically just kind of like occupying this part of the arena, which felt, yeah, I couldn't really use it in any sort of interesting way, right? There aren't any barriers that I could like dive through, and I cannot dive through these benches, unfortunately. So I kind of wish that maybe they would let me reach at least the center of this arena and then initiate the combat sequence, and that maybe they could add some like actual barriers that I could dive through, because otherwise it's just like, yeah, it kind of just leads to this sort of chasing gameplay, right, where you're just like backpedaling from the enemies. But I like the ambush. I will take the ambush encounter either way.
Fuck that, vampires.
Found ammo.
It's kind of interesting how whenever the fence, right, that leads you out of the arena vanishes, they give you no feedback at all, right? It's like it's very silent, unnoticeable almost. Okay, actually quite low on slow-mo resource. Okay, yeah, this one is closed off. Oh my god, what was that? Oh, that was a doggo. All right. I got scared like for a second. Something just destroyed something, you know. And I'm not sure what it destroyed actually. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I guess the tombstone. All right, this way then. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, they're blocking us off very, very strictly. That's a nice entrance. I like it. I wish with the red hit marks they just wouldn't show them on outside of slow-mo mode, because it can be quite confusing. Because if you headshot in a slow-mo, you instantly kill enemies, right? So you kind of this just becomes your sort of expectations when you see the red hit mark. It means you shot-outed them, and which means you kill them. But that's actually not the case, not always. So I kind of that they wouldn't use the red hit marks for that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's just another way in. Oh, that's a locked door. Got it. I need a green key for that. Understood. No, there are actually 2 hostages here. Oh boy, I have a feeling that these shells serve as a monster closet, sort of. Yep. That is very suspicious.
Too good to be true.
We're here.
Okay, 1 left. I guess, like, in general, if you think about it, the way they approach, like, any sort of changes in the level, right? Whether it's geometry moving, like the wall blocking you off or unlocking your pass off, whether it's enemies repopulating previous areas that you already, like, went through. It's all just silent, right? There's just, like, as far as I didn't notice any clues whatsoever. Like, it doesn't, they take a very sneaky approach to this. Which I guess I'm okay when it comes to enemies, because again I feel like this kind of game benefits a lot from ambush encounters. Not sure about when it comes to changes in geometry, like layout.
Is that a dog? Hi, doggy.
That's a cute doggo. Oh god, oh god. I was like, for a moment I was thinking, is that an innocent or is it a dog? Oh, there was a dog actually. Yeah, there's another one.
Can't hold more.
Oh wait, it's like a cemetery bedroom. It's like sandroom. This is kind of I like this. I like this mix of different environment settings. Interesting that they give you a shotgun
Can't carry it.
here, right? Because I already have a shotgun. And as far as I know, maybe there's like a mode that allows you to start every level with like default pistols, but I don't think I've seen any other weapons, right, that I could collect. Curious. Maybe it's like a reference or something. So wait, the usually the screen turns red when you save every innocent, right? But it's not the case here. At the same time, I don't see any other innocents I could save. That's concerning. Probably should go back to the hub area, by the way. The lamppost didn't turn off. Oh, the inconsistency. It looks like a... Oh, wait, that's our elevator shaft, right? Yeah, that's... I mean, not shaft, just elevator. Oh, okay, now there is... I see 2 more... Oh, 3 more? Damn, it's like probably the biggest amount of hostages in a level we've seen so far.
Got ammo.
Oh. Oh, I love this. How ghosts. if you don't kill them instantly, they immediately move their to the next position, right? So like the window for killing them is like very short.
It's a rat warren. Kind of place you do research. A labyrinth for snakes.
Oof. I was scared for a second. Okay, you're going this way, right?
Found ammo.
Not here. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, I can see you. Another go too.
I'm free.
Okay, now we can exit.
Oh fuck, that's a lot of monsters.
Really? I see only 3. Well, I guess, yeah, there's more than that. Well, I mean, there are a lot of them, but it's all just like basic vampire mummies or mummies or whatever. I can just shoot at them from the distance safely. Okay, so there is no like big fight in the end here. Kinda disappointing for a final encounter. Yeah, I just like the way this game handles pacing is quite interesting, right? Because a lot of levels it feels like they just lack like a final proper, you know, challenge encounter sort of. Yeah, I kind of wish they would make maybe some sort of ambush here. Maybe, you know, this sort of jokey setup where you think the elevator is free and you can exit it, but the moment you approach it closely, like the wall appears that blocks it off, and like a bunch of enemies like spawn in the perimeter of this arena. Now you have to deal with them. Something like this, I think, would be better for a finale, you know, like for a final note. Yeah. But basically, like, because of the way, like, encounters set up in this level specifically, but in general too. Like, the highest point, right? The highest difficulty point was basically somewhere in the middle of the level. And after that, the tension was kind of just, like, going down, you know? Never rising again to that same level. So yeah, quite unconventional in a sense. No cutscenes. Ouroboros? Ouroboros? That's a lot of pillars. Kind of weird to see this high ceiling. And actually, it's kind of weird to see ceiling in this game. It's always just, it's so funny, like, the way this game works, right? Like, it's just such a mundane thing as ceiling. It's just, whenever you see that, it's like, wow, that's weird. Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while. Oh. Oh.
Glad they're behind glass. Not looking forward to finding out why.
Wow, something makes me think that we'll at certain point, yeah, we'll have to backtrack this whole place, right? And they will get released. All right, I'm looking forward to it.
In the hole. You belong, you belong, you belong, you belong in the hole. In the hole.
It's music.
You belong, you
I thought it was
belong,
like
you
a
belong,
main
you belong,
character talking.
sparse tongue.
I think it's his voice, right?
Clean shot, rat, bit, plunge, down, nade,
Ouroboros.
get,
This is a snake that eating its own tail. The circus.
shake,
Is it? Wait,
and
is it Ouroboros? Is it how you type
burn,
it?
land,
I mean, I know about the snake. I thought
no,
it was spelled differently.
light, shaft,
Okay, so I guess it is a spelling. All right. So I thought they just like there was like some wordplay, you know. This is why I got confused for a second. But if it's just a normal pronunciation,
in
then
the hole.
okay.
In the hole. You belong, you belong, you belong, you belong in the hole.
Oh.
In the hole. You belong, you belong, you belong, you belong in
Oh,
the
there are
hole.
more.
In the hole.
More of these guys.
You belong, you belong, you belong in the hole. In the hole.
Ah, we have.
You
Oh
belong,
god,
you
we have
belong,
this
you belong.
really nice projector dynamic lighting. Nice.
God, meet, man, zap, brand, in the hole, in the hole. Grasp, cling, close, here, crack, pull, growth, God.
Wait, the scene inside the arena is changing. Connected to my movement, maybe.
Again, stand, tall, stumble, hold, wall.
Yeah, it feels like a club level now, right?
In the hole. In the hole. You belong, you belong, you belong. You belong, you belong, you belong, you belong. In the hole.
Honestly, to some extent, it's even a bit jarring how drastically different your accuracy is when you shoot
You belong, you belong, you belong. Wake up, no.
in slow-mo and outside of it.
Round, raise snouts, mourn, crown. In the hole, miss, home, no, light, creatures, eyes bright,
Fantastic.
quiet.
Lloyd Pick Drama 101.
Oh, look at this. It's like a dogo and a normal vampire mummy, sort of. Confessing to each other? I'm waiting when they will start spawning on the other side too, behind me. Yeah, they have a breakout now. Unfortunate. Oh, they're dead now? Oof. Oh, yep, these guys. Oof, is there another one? Okay, dodging these projectiles in a slow-mo like in the last moment feels pretty great. Oh, what's this? This looks ominous. Oh, the level definitely circle. It is a cool progression. I'm digging it. I'm digging it how you're just moving in a circle, right? And you get like just ambushed. Not really. At this point, it's not really an ambush. You just kind of expect enemies spawn in front of you, right? And as you keep moving, this scene changes like in the middle, right? Telling like different stories. This is great. I like this. I like how it's like such a nice way of like reusing enemies, like just like generic enemies, right? Just to tell to them some stories this way. This is great. This is good stuff. Oh, yeah, there is. Okay, there is a ghost. Look for the ghost. Yep. Not really sure what stories we're going through right now. Oh, look at that ominous shadowy figure. Oh, that's 3 of them. Kind of wish they would spawn these ghosts like in different spots, you know. So like I actually had to move my cursor a little bit more. Otherwise, it was like very easy to kill them. It would be still easy to kill them in slow-mo, but that's just an extra challenge. I'm not sure. Does the outside of circle changes too? Oh, now I can enter. Oh. Right, we have the puppeteer. Okay. I shouldn't have done that.
You belong in the hole. You belong in the hole. In the hole. In the hole.
Okay, I probably should have used shotgun right here.
Back, last, stand, wood, God, meat, damn, stab, sack, feel, brand, in the hole, drink, deep, grasp, back, cling, close, here, crack, pull, growth, God, pack, in the hole, again, stand, tall,
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about them using Puppeteer in this kind of like big empty room. Because, yeah, I think I just could have focused them very quickly, right? And that's kind of what happened. I think the first time they introduced the Puppeteer in this like a long corridor, where they would just like spawn a bunch of puppets and like run away from you. And you can't just like run after the puppet. You can try to, but it's risky. You'll stumble on this like group of puppets that come your way. And so you're kind of like chasing them, dispatching of the puppets as they spawn it. Yeah, I think that's it. That was better. This kind of layout, right? Just like very basic empty room. I'm not sure it fits this type of enemy very well. Like it showcases their strengths, so like creates interesting situation.
The best story I've ever seen. Good one for this.
Oh, I have a shotgun. Oh, there are a bunch of projectiles that are going my way. Wait, that's a different exit, right? Yeah, that's a different way out. Huh. Okay, so there is no like final kind of like backtracking through the corridor with all the enemies coming through the windows at you. Alright. No cutscenes again. What is... How... Game, how dare you? And we are back to cemetery. Oh, and the game is lagging? Is it lagging again? Oh, yeah, it kind of does. Was it lagging? Actually, I didn't even notice. Was it lagging before? Yeah, I think what I did last time, I just kind of turned everything off, then on, right? And it helped. Or maybe not really, actually.
And it's locked me in. I'm already here, man. Can't escape with death in my veins. Where am I gonna go?
Yeah, it's like it's different parts of the level. Well, hopefully we are getting to this level very quickly. Oh, just a guy right in front of me. that's a dog.
Based on the beacon, I killed enough monsters to move forward. How polite.
Oh, I can't go this way yet. Okay. Oh, someone spawned here.
Anything.
That was funny. Oh no, that's not funny. How that zombie blocked the doggo's jump. Oh. I haven't used melee attack in a while now. I think I've seen these assets, right? These like tombs, but they just scaled them, it feels like. Oh, there's a stake.
Got a stake.
More of these beacons. I think he mentioned something about the beacon, but I'm not really sure what exactly. Oh. They're blocked off again. Oh. Oh. Ow. Another one. Yeah. Boy, they are spawning a lot of enemies on me. Why? Oh my god, it so sucks that I cannot use. Oh, there's a dog. I cannot like dive through that wall. It would be so great if I could actually dive through it and use like. Also, I should probably dive through out of these projectiles. Oh, that was funny, ragdoll. That was also funny. Yeah, that's a lot of enemies, but man, it's such a weird
More stakes.
place to spawn, you know, them on me. It's just kind of like I don't know, it doesn't feel like the space like synergizes with the encounter that they're, you know, setting here. It's just like two, you know, separated corridors, right, by this wall, infuriatingly high wall that I can't dive through. Kind of use it to my advantage. And so what it leads to in the end is that I'm just backtracking. It's just like all the fight I'm just backtracking, not backtracking, like backpedaling basically, right, from the enemies and shooting them. Yeah. For me, the level design in this game isn't enough for me to want to play it. There seems to be a huge discrepancy between the quality of the cutscenes and yeah, I'll agree with you. The cutscenes are definitely, like, I guess, like, overall, just aesthetically, this game is amazing. But in terms of gameplay, they just, like...
Always need ammo.
They kind of... They're not... They have, like, I think, a very strong, like, basics established, but they are not, like, they're not developing them nearly enough, I think. They're just... Yeah, it's just... a lot of repetitive stuff, right? A lot of elements, a lot of encounters that just kind of... they don't... the parts of the encounters, they don't really support each other.
Found ammo.
It's all functional, I would say. It's not boring, it's not like, you know, tedious, but at the same time not super exciting. Oh, it's like one of those...
His name was
Projectors.
Chad Shakespeare.
He showed me his driver's license.
You asked?
He insisted, actually.
Incredible. He told you something when he sold you the jacket. What was it?
Oh, he patted the pocket, and he put something in it, and he said that I'd need it one day.
Have you checked yet?
You usually prefer for us to learn that kind of thing at the same time, so...
Give it a look. Oh.
Wow.
Why would he think you need a knife?
I don't know. It's a big-ass knife, though. I'm surprised it fits in there. Good jacket.
In the future, I don't think we should buy things from men named Chad Shakespeare.
No arguments here.
Great name. And also, I think a lot of it kind of comes from the limitations of, like, in general, like, spaces, right, that you're traversing. Like, for example, there is no verticality in this game whatsoever, right? You're moving through completely flat horizontal spaces all the time. And so it's like very... You need to do extra work in order for these kind of areas not to just blend all together. Like, for example, at this point, I think they just... It's on point that we're playing through cemetery levels, right? Because it's Halloween, but I'm just kind of bored of cemetery setting at this point. It's just... I don't feel like they, like, you know, giving enough variety. They just, at this point, they just exhausted the setting, I think. There is nothing new here outside of these beautiful arches that we already saw last time, right? So it's... yeah, well... It's also disappointing that there are just... Okay, that looks interesting.
These are some familiar fucking graves the void is desecrating.
I wish, like, I think the last level was actually pretty good. What they were doing here with this, like, very, you know, surprising progressions, where just you're like going through the same circle again and again. But every time you do it, the room in the center, right? There are new scenes appearing. There's like some kind of story, which actually that was a bit weird. They like started telling some love tragic story, but then they stopped in the middle and then they just like changed like position of enemies or something. I kind of wish they would cooked more with like one specific story, you know. But I still liked it. So that was very welcome. That was very different from a lot of other levels, right? Where you're basically like moving through mazes, right? And save civilians, innocents, and then when you save everyone, you just go back to the elevator, right? If no enemies would rise from these graves at the end of this corridor, I will be pissed. Oh well.
What if I was a ghoul?
Then I'd still like you.
What if I was a beetle?
I'd still like you.
What if I was a vampire?
And I would still really, really, really like you.
What if I was a vampire?
Can you turn into a bat?
No. But some of my kind can.
I don't remember feeling blood last time you bit me. Or getting turned.
Well, that's not how this works.
What are you saying, Janet?
Look into my eyes, James.
She took my head into her hands and she looked into my eyes and she stared. And I remember, it was like I could see the imprint on her shoulders of the weight, the desperation, and that very moment to be believed. For me to know she was telling the truth. I held her for a half hour in this graveyard as she cried. I hadn't noticed that all of her dates had been at night, and now I'm here again. What the fuck?
So that cutscene, again, as usual, is pretty great. And yeah, so there's like they're doing a lot of stuff, right? I kind of forgot about it actually for a second, that a lot of these levels, it looks like they hold a significance, right, for our character. Like that cemetery, for example, right? We just found out that it is actually a pretty special place. At least, you know, parts of it sort of. I kind of just wish they would lean toward this more. They would like try to highlight and, you know, express this part in the actual level, you know, that this place is important for our character. There's like, it's not just because for me it was kind of just a generic surreal cemetery kind of space. Actually, not even that surreal. It was just more or less normal cemetery, right? It's a bunch of funky stuff, but that's it. And so I just don't really feel the connection, right? I wish I could feel the connection that this character has, you know, with this area, but I only find out about it in the cutscene, you know, after the level is over, sort of.
And now we're in the hotel again. As soon as I make a connection. Are you listening, Void? There's something you don't want me to know.
I'm kind of happy we are out of cemetery, actually. I can jump to this. Yeah, I can. Let's ring the bell. Oh my god, look at this lamp. That's a big lamp. I wonder if it's a sibling of a giant toilet that we saw last stream. Funhouse. You have sitting again. Oh, that's actually interesting how they let you see the light beams, right? In the beginning, the like starting room. But then they close the ceiling, and so you can't really orient yourself. It's not really a problem, actually. Like, I praised the light beams as such a great landmark, right? Like a very easily noticeable, great stuff. But actually, the way like these levels structure that you don't actually need these landmarks, right? There is some non-linearity, but